Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot, and today we are going to start our Jurassic World Evolution battle series. You guys have been asking this for pretty much since the game came out, and we decided we're going to kick it off today with an absolute classic, Spinosaurus versus Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Jurassic Park 3 matchup. The not at all controversial Jurassic Park 3 matchup. So I'm going to let you guys know how the system works. The original fight is going to be a best of 3. I've got 3 unique arenas set up here. I don't think it actually makes a difference, but I thought for the purposes of entertainment, it was kind of cool having 3 sort of different themed arenas. The very first fight will take place on this nice plain one, no terrain advantages at all. The second one is a little bit more aquatic. Now I'm pretty sure this is not the case, but hey, if I was a Spinosaurus, this is the arena I would want the fight in. And in the third one, we have a big hill in the middle, we've got a bit of water, we've got some trees. It's just a nice sort of more natural feeling exhibit, kind of a mishmash of the other two, but mainly a hill to fight on in the centre. And we're going to go through 3 battles, or at least the best of 3. Now one thing I am curious about personally is whether the dinosaurs in this game always win their specific battles. Will a T.REX or a Spinosaurus always beat the opposition, or is there at least a little chance of randomness in that system? That's something we're going to find out throughout this series, but that's enough talking. Let's meet our first contestants. Now, all the T.REXs and Spinosauruses in these 3 incubators, in these 6 incubators I should say, are basic, other than the skin colours. The basic ones we're starting off with are normal skin colours as well, but their rating is default, their attack is default, their defense is default. All the stats that matter for combat are absolutely 100% basal. You know, this is, if you hatch a normal Spinosaurus and you hatch a normal Tyrannosaurus Rex and put them into combat, this is what happens. No meddling here, no science here. Well said, pal. Let's go meet our other contestant, the Spinosaurus. Now, on the other ones, I have messed around with the skins just a little bit to bring a little bit more excitement, but for now, we will stick with the basics. I'm also very curious to see how small the Spinosaurus feels when put up against the Tyrannosaurus Rex. There's been a lot of complaining about that. It's going to be very interesting. Still quite a spooky roar the Spinosaurus has. Right! We are pleased to welcome Spinosaurus. We are indeed. Now, I do have a slight suspicion I've made the exhibit a little bit long. They're quite far away from each other, but I wanted to give it a sense of drama, you know? And the Spinosaurus is charging forward straight towards the T.REX. We're with our helicopter in the sky here, giving you guys an overhead view, but it seems they both know there's nothing else going on here. There's no water, there's no food. If they want to survive, at least for a little bit, they're going to have to try to kill each other. Let's see how long that takes, and let's see who emerges victorious. If it consistently happens so that one dinosaur always wins both of the first 2 fights, we may scrap the third arena, but I like the third arena and don't want to. Maybe it could be a random thing, who knows? I am well open to ideas. If there are any fights you guys want to see, once these 2 do actually start fighting, in future episodes, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments down below. You will have noticed there's a 4th arena over there as well. We're going to get to that one at the end of the video. Little bit of a surprise. I think it's battle time. First hit for T.REX. Now, it's interesting to note, stats-wise, these 2 are very, very close. There's about 1 or 2 stat points in it total. T.REX has more attack, Spinosaurus has more defense. It's literally, I think, 2 points difference. I believe the T.REX has 139 stats and the Spinosaurus has 137. So far, they've both had 1 hit in each. Circling, sizing each other up. The Spinosaurus doesn't look that small here, I've got to say. Looks kind of fine, right? Oof, and Spinosaurus gets the 3rd hit. Spinosaurus officially currently in the lead. T.REX down into that low health barrier before the Spinosaurus gets it. T.REX is displeased by this development. Look at that gouge, those bloody gouges. You can see it sort of sparkling in the sunlight. It's gorgeous if you're into bloody gouges, and I am. Oh, we have the follow-up hit. Both T.REX and Spinosaurus on low health, both have had 2 hits each. T.REX's head is massive. Okay, now every now and again the combatants will do this thing, and they'll do this in all of them, where they kind of just stand inside each other for a second, or walk around on low health. It's a little bit weird. Okay, Currently, the T-Rex is ahead by about 1% in health. During this period where they're not fighting, the dinosaurs do have an inherent health regeneration stat. Now, the T-Rex's health regeneration stat is actually very, very slightly higher than the Spinosaurus's. Don't know what the T-Rex is doing there. This is one of those stats that you can't really control, but may come into play because of how the battle system works, wherein they do break away for a second. But I think they're getting back into it. Yep, there they go. It's all who gets those first hits in. Oh, Spinosaurus taking the lead. Spooky. 38% to 14%. Now, if the Spinosaurus hits one more time, little jump there, the T-Rex will drop to 1% and the Spinosaurus will win. The T-Rex needs 2 hits. Oh, there it is. It is basically whoever gets this next hit is going to emerge victorious. This is it. This is the winner's battle. Are they going to give up for a little bit? Right, so the dinosaurs have this habit, I'll explain it quickly before I skip forward, wherein when they're low health, they don't seem to want to fight as much, they want to back off, they want to regenerate their health a little bit. They will square up to each other once more and kill each other, I promise, but they might need a minute. T-Rex is charging forward. I think it might be finally time for these two combatants to finish each other off. Now, you'll see the T-Rex is about 2% higher than the Spinosaurus on health, but I don't think it's going to matter. They do so much damage to each other that it's just the number of hits at this point in time. But we'll have to wait and see. Oh, and T-Rex gets the first hit, and is it enough? It's not enough. The Spinosaurus is still in, but it's going to need a double hit to take this fight now. Can the Spinosaurus do it? Can the Spinosaurus recreate Jurassic Park 3? Much to the love of everybody in the chat, I'm sure. It's very close. 11% health, 13% health. It's all on the next hit. That next hit drops the dinosaur to 1%, and that's when the killing blow emerges. Both trying to psych each other out a little bit. Who's going to get the next hit? Who's going to get the next hit? It's all on this hit. The tension. The tension. If I just say it's really tense, it'll be really tense. Oh, T-Rex gets it. That should be enough. Is it the kill? Is this the kill move? I think it is. There it is. Drives forward. Down goes the Spinosaurus. Tyrannosaurus Rex emerges victorious in round 1. Took a little bit of time, took a little bit of going there. Was definitely close. It was one hit either side. But T-Rex emerges victorious. How do you feel, T-Rex? T-Rex feels fine. Okay, well, we'll let that enjoy the... Tell you what, now I'm going to shoot it. Just because if I don't, it'll break out my bloody exhibit. Anyways, we're going to move on to round 2. I'll just go ahead and clean that. Yeah, there we go. Round 2 in the much more Spinosaurus favoured environment, you would think. Again, if that mattered in the slightest, which it doesn't. But hey, you never know what can happen. There was only one bite in it. Does the T-Rex always win, or does the Spinosaurus have a chance? There's only one way to find out. Let's go on to round 2. Let's go ahead and release. This is the coastal pattern Tyrannosaurus Rex. You can see the stats there exactly the same, 139. The only thing that's changed is the skin. Just because I wanted to make it more exciting. And I also happen to love this T-Rex skin. Well said, buddy. Well said. Let's take a quick look at that skin, because it's cool. There we go. And a new Spinosaurus should emerge from the other side as well into its beloved environment. This is the Vivid Pattern Spinosaurus, which I also adore. I've got to say, the Spinosaurus are some of the best skins in this game. And the combatants are in. Vivid Spinosaurus, Coastal T-Rex now. Now, you never know, but it is a coastal T-Rex. Maybe that coastal advantage will come into play because it's a coastal kind of environment. There's a lot of water. You never know. It's not the most vivid environment. Maybe that's good for the T-Rex. That sounds like science to me. They're meeting on top of the island in the midst. The Spinosaurus just suits this environment down to the ground. Looks fantastic. Lures the T-Rex down onto the waterline. But the T-Rex does have the high ground. And as we've learned from the incredible Star Wars prequels, having the high ground is very important, so maybe they can just get on forever. Maybe they'll just be best friends. Spinosaurus being very intelligent here. Hydrating. T-Rex, not hydrated. May have a little bit of trouble there. You never know. I'm actually keeping that comfort high. Yeah, apparently this is a sufficient island to maintain a T-Rex population. Who knew? Only if it stands directly in the middle, I believe. You're going to want to get off the low ground to fight this Spinosaurus. It's not going to go well for you. They're just getting on. At some point, we'll find a combination where these two can coexist together, and you guys can use it in your exhibits, and it'll be great. Who is possibly low health? Nobody's low health. The dead dinosaur. Oh, right. There we go.
Asset collection request received.
Sauce. Oh, they're thinking about it. I think it is. Yeah, there we go. And they're battling in the water. Can the Spinosaurus turn that to his advantage? Instantly gets bitten. Takes the first hit. Got a strike back Spino. There it is. Let's focus on the Spino for the combat view. Circling. Circling. Spinosaurus gets the next hit, and Spinosaurus has taken the lead officially. Is T-Rex going to get the final bite before they split, or can Spinosaurus manage to actually keep a health advantage? Rex roars. Is Spinosaurus spooked by the roar? Spinosaurus doesn't care, but he does take a hit. Oh, that cry! Sounds agonizing. Let's focus on T-Rexy for a little bit. I think they might break it off here. They're both taking fairly substantial damage. Yep, they're going to have a little tiny break. I'm a little worried these fights play out the exact same way every single time, in which case it may ruin the series somewhat. But we'll see what happens. If you guys have any suggestions or ideas or ways you would like to see this done, do not hesitate to let me know in the comments down below. This is a community series, folks. It's about love and togetherness and dead dinosaurs. Let's focus on Rexy for this round. Now, it is very, very close. We know the Rex has a slight health advantage, but it's all about the number of bites. 2 more bites to finish off either of these dinosaurs. Who is going to get them? Spinosaurus gets the first one. That's Rexy down to probably about 15% health. Something like that. Spinosaurus feeling a little tougher right now. Instantly gets bitten. That gouge on the neck is brutal looking. They're both low. They're both, yeah, 11-13%. Now, last time they split off here for a bloody long time before eventually reconvening. Are they doing it again? Oh, of course they are. Spinosaurus looks so sad. Rexy's charging in for what is probably the final little bout of these two. 32%, 30%. It's about the same as last time. But again, is it possible for Spinosaurus to get that final hit? And they're both going to bite each other once. You can see that coming. Is it possible for Spinosaurus to get that final bite in before the T-Rex does? That is the question. We've seen the Spinosaurus go 2-1 up in battles before, like in terms of number of bites. If it does it again, it will emerge victorious. Spinosaurus needs to get 2-1 in a row here. Gets 1. It's 1-1. It's the final bite. It's the final count. No, it's the final bite. Circling. Circling. Spinosaurus roared first. Can the Spinosaurus do it? I don't usually back the Spinosaurus in this kind of situation, but I do kind of want to see them be different every single time. Maybe I'm being optimistic. T-Rex goes in for it. That's the end of it for the Spinosaurus. About to see him go down. Oh, that noise is terrifying. Well, I think we can safely say that in a one-on-one battle, Tyrannosaurus Rex emerges victorious. Which is a little bit of a shame. You never, like, it'd be nice if it was a little bit different every time. The battle system in this game doesn't necessarily lend itself to that. Maybe we'll have to mix things up in the future. Let me know what you think down below. However, we're not quite done yet, ladies and gentlemen, because I've had a little bit of an idea. This is the ultimate battle arena, somehow, because it's got a river and it looks pretty. And what we're going to do in this one is use fully modified dinosaurs, as in this is the strongest these dinosaurs can be. Maxed out attack, maxed out defense. Now, you'll notice something very interesting about this. Let's release the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Alpine pattern. 187 attack, 106 defense. As the Spinosaurus floats away in the distance. There we go. Well said, well said. So, 187, 106. Remember those stats, because if you do the same thing to a Spinosaurus, you max out its stats, you get something a little stronger. You get 190 attack, 124 defense. This Spinosaurus has 20% lower viability, better attack, and better defense than the word. What's the word for the same thing but different? For its counterpart, Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's the word I was looking for. Bloody Nora. That's the rainforest skin Spinosaurus. Now, we know the default T-Rex beats default Spinosaurus. But when these dinosaurs are fully modified, made to be as strong as they possibly can be, does the Spinosaurus emerge victorious? That is the question. It does have better stats. It really does. And we've seen by using the stat system before on my What Can Kill a T-Rex video that by modifying the stats on dinosaurs, you can make previously weaker dinosaurs, including things like even Triceratops, defeat a T-Rex. Now they were battling an unmodified T-Rex, so this is going to be interesting. Squaring up to each other pretty much immediately right in the centre of the map. I love these skins. Oh. What are you roaring at, T-Rex? Still just roaming, having a little drink on the Spinosaurus. They will go into combat. This skin is awesome as well. Look at that. Beautiful. Lovely stuff. Spinosaurus, I never used to love you, but you've really grown on me. And round one begins. Spinosaurus straight away gets that first hit in. Now, I don't know if there's a speed stat or how they decide who is going to attack when. Let's see the damage. 62 to 71. Big difference there. 9% difference in health between the T-Rex and the Spinosaurus after that first blow. Now, that might actually be enough. Although not if the T-Rex keeps getting that first hit, down to 43 on the Spinosaurus. That could be enough to give the Spinosaurus another hit's worth. Retaliating, 24%. There's quite a large difference building up here. That's a solid 20% difference. It's about 9-10% for each bite. Spinosaurus definitely has an advantage here, but it depends if it can get those attacks in the first place. And of course, they've bit each other 2 times, so now they have to have a bloody break. Just kind of do a little, shake it off a little bit. Shake it off. Oof, oof. T-Rex is in battle pose. Spinosaurus going to turn around and get into it as well. Shaking, shaking. It's taking a minute. Relaxing. Check the health now. 34 to 54. Bloody Nora. Spinosaurus is actually no longer injured. You can see the scars have faded. And the Spinosaurus goes straight in there. 12% to 55%. The Spinosaurus is dominating this fight. And again! Straight in there! This is the kill. Spinosaurus has destroyed the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Dives forward. Turns it into the ground. 55% health. Spinosaurus emerges victorious. Very strange that the basic fight is so heavily T-Rex favoured. Well, sort of. There's only one bite in it. But the genetically modified fight so heavily favours the Spinosaurus. I don't know if I would have expected that initially myself. Very interesting. Very interesting. I think maybe the better way to do this arena, and go with me here, this is only the inaugural episode, is maybe have a default fight, then a half hybrid fight, then a full hybrid fight, rather than a best of 3. Because that doesn't seem to actually do a bloody thing. But let me know what you think in the comment down below, and also let me know what dinosaurs you want to see. I will try to learn English before the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen, for this battle arena. Of course, there's some exciting dinosaurs coming out this Friday, so we're going to come back here with, say, the Indoraptor, the Indominus Rex, the T.REX, and see how all those dinosaurs stack up to each other. We're probably going to do and kill this arena over here, but we'll have to see. Let me know what you think. Cheers, much love, as always, and do chuck me a like. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. Quick little shout out at the end. This video and others like it would not be possible at all without the support of you guys watching me at home, and also everyone on this Patreon page right here who supported me in the last month. If you want to help out as well, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. Every little really helps. Cheers.